Welcome back. Let's play some more 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. To check is to chase. Literally, a check is a chasing move. Good luck. Alright, we're going back to Old Faithful here. It's never let us down, right? Yeah, so part of the reason I had recently done some sprint games is because the current event had recommended playing sprint games. Part of the reason was that my schedule was somewhat haphazard to the point where I could not be available long enough to play complete games. So, little of column A, little of column B. Anyway, here we are today. Look at that rook. In a most fun position. Oh, really? Okay, I've tried to avoid playing the Urashino opening here, but my opponent has a particular idea in mind. So, okay, let's see how this flows. Shall we? There's no... I mean, the bishop's still here to aim at. My king's over here, which is pretty weird. My rook's not over there. But, all things considered, this is where the action's happening, so I'm just going to put my silver over here. My opponent checked me once already. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm overreacting slightly. Regardless, the point of today's proverb is that meaningless checks are meaningless. That's it. I should not let a pawn drop right there, because that is kind of a wedge that's extremely annoying. But yeah, make meaningful pawn moves. Which, yeah, why am I playing Central Rook? I'm not sure. I have lost many games in a row playing other openings, so that's part of it. I've not had time to properly study, believe it or not. But yeah, as I properly study openings, perhaps I should play a more diverse repertoire. Okay, my opponent threatens to hit my silver's head. I'm going to dodge that. And now this rook's in a precarious spot. I offer a bishop trade, even though I've pushed my center pawn. I think this is fine. I'm threatening a bishop drop. And in this particular timing, my camp is immune to a bishop drop. I don't see an advantage to capturing this bishop, so I'm not taking it. Yeah. I guess I hadn't mentioned it, but I have... Central File Rook was one of the first openings I started to have success with. I think when I started playing first, I tried playing Static Rook. I didn't understand it very well. Then I saw that Eriko Yamaguchi had some simple lessons on Fourth File Rook, which were great, but I struggled at learning it. So I eventually did have some successes playing Fourth File Rook. However, I wanted to play an attacking strategy. And playing Fourth File Rook as both Senta and Gota did not really allow me to attack the way I wanted to. So next, I shifted to playing Central File Rook. I was still playing it far too aggressively. And then finally on 81 Dojo, I started playing third file rook. It turns out aggression worked out great, at least at the opening meta on that site. So, yeah, that's where we ended up. If bishop drop, bishop takes bishop drop, hits the slants and this pawn. Are they going to fall into this? I'm not sure. Yeah, Eriko Yamaguchi, female professional, has a YouTube channel. Um, you'll need to watch with the translated subtitles, but I found it helpful. That said, um, I think on the Harbor Discord there is a resources channel for those who do better at reading than I do. Um, so it might be possible to read materials rather than rely on a tutorial like that. Yes, no problem. Sorry I don't have better advice. Um, okay. Our opponent is playing some aggressive moves, understandably. Um, I'm not sure what to do about that. Wait, I want to push the center file. Um, timing-wise, this is going to be a hot mess. No, let's just push. So, yeah, this... I've not done well here. The bishop exchange is probably not going to help me very much. Um, that's interesting. That's interesting. Alright, I'll take my chances here. I'm going to get in quite a bit of trouble here pretty quickly. Um, well, disregard. I spent my time, and now I have a 1 position, maybe. I caution against using such language, but I'm quite enthusiastic about this position as to the position, as compared to the position I had a second ago. Hmm. How do I progress? How do I progress? Well, this horse... No. There's a lot of pieces that are strangely placed here. The horse could defend my king if I can just get it over there. Um, my rook could attack if I could just get it near this king. Now I'm threatening to attack this pinned silver, but this gold is going to kick my rook. Or their bishop might kick my rook. Am I immune to a rook drop? Seemingly so. Welcome. I have some control over my schedule again, so we're playing 10-minute games. Hooray. Um, Interesting.
5分。
Oh, wait a second. I was concerned if I dropped the pawn directly in front of my rook, that none of the tactics seemed to work with this gold coming up. But I could drop the pawn way the heck down here, where normally I would not drop it, because by itself, it's not very effective down there. Um, However, I've just lost a pawn, but it's fine. I wasn't using that pawn anyway. And this is how we coerce all the opponent's pieces to all the funny squares for launching a decisive attack. It's like this bishop can't attack my king anymore because it's way the heck where it would not rather be. I'm still threatening to promote here, so if I can coerce one of these golds to move out, um, it's one fewer thing for me to worry about. If I can get my silver on 5-5, then it and other pieces coordinate to move into here. So 1-2, that's the threat. They can't take my pawn just yet. And if the silver moves, or if they do that, I can take that. Do I want that? Do I want this instead? I wonder. Indecision sucks. Just a little bit. Wait a sec. The silver is kind of burdened here, isn't it? I could use a silver. Would you care to give me a silver general? If not, I can take your pawn and keep walking through the middle. I have the sense that I'm playing against a chess player. Somebody who evaluates tactic and tactic and tactic and so forth, but is still picking up a long-term shogi strategy. So I just have to grind them down one tactic at a time. Let's see. Yeah, let's go back. And if they, like, surround my rook, that's okay. I want the king. I don't want a rook. Just kidding. I want a rook. Um, but I also want a king.
3分。
How to win this? Wait, no, there is a question about whether that wins. This looks clearer. Okay, I'll take your rook. I'm gonna drop my rook. It's gonna be fun.
2分30秒。
I'm attacking your rook. Not sure what you do about that one. Check. Notice, I did not give check until it's checkmate. Thanks for the game. To check is to chase. The threat is stronger than the execution, except, you know, the actual checkmate does matter. Good luck. Alright, Central File Rook will never lead us wrong, right? Yeah. Let's go. Please no Anaguma. Thank you. Let's bring the silver out. Okay, I'm gonna play this funky silver thing I did last game. That seemed to work out. I forgot I do need to guard against stuff on this file. Um, hang on. No, this doesn't hang upon, right? This is fine. Wait, what? You can do that? What's this? I don't think I've seen this before. At least not in this opening. Maybe I should have seen it before. Okay. My silver is in a strange position. So maybe what they're doing is reasonable. Hmm. I don't understand. Well, I have a plan, I think. I do not foresee my opponent blasting the center open immediately. Second. Okay. I thought I had that defended against. There is one square here, but is it really such a threat? Wait, what oh, bishop drop defends that point. That's right. Um, Interesting. Hmm. Well, let's make use of my rook. What to do now? What's going on? Don't try this at home. Wait, pawn 5-5 would have been simpler than what I just did, but maybe it doesn't work. Um,
7分、
hang on. If I advance my rook, they have a silver drop fork. Although my knight can jump and start making some interesting threats. Um, yep, that's sharp. Okay, let's dodge some forks for a bit. Nani? Daijoubu desu? Oh, wait. There's a tactical shot of sorts here. At least one. Perhaps more convincing's bishop drop. Whatever. Take your promoted bishop. See if I care. What's it gonna do? I guess that's the real threat. Um, Somehow exchanging 3 generals for a bishop doesn't seem smart. Um, That's a misclick. Or maybe it's just a mind read. Um, I don't know. Oops. Yeah, we did that on purpose, right? Um, Let me try to justify it somehow. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, this point is attacked.
5分、
Hmm. Whatever. The bishop wouldn't be so bad to have here. I wrote my knight's trapped. I can push on this edge now. Look at my brilliant tactic that I've cleverly set up. Not really. Okay, but time for my secret. So this is the reason that I did that accidental non-promotion. Is to get the bishop. Yeah. Very super intentional sacrifice. They have a knight drop. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. So I'll get this bishop. Things will work out somehow. Don't ask how. That knight drop. I'm not even going to do the fork. Guess you don't need to. Fork. I'm almost back in this game, maybe. Sure, I'll take one of these. I guess I could have dropped a knight and tried to hold this position. I just didn't have the imagination to figure out how this might hold. Do I have an attack? Not really.
3分、
Hmm. I need to push on this edge pretty soon. Okay. Jeez, this sucks. Alright, whatever. You want my horse. They don't want it.
2分30秒、
ever forward. Okay. What the heck? None of this makes sense.
2分、
Mm-hmm. 'Alright, whatever. Let's do this. How bad can it be?
1分30秒。
Wait a second. They have 2 gold generals in hand. I miscounted. Thanks for the game. I was going to lose that anyway, because I don't know how to attack or to defend. Contrary to popular belief. I keep mentioning this. Good luck. People still don't believe me. I'm like, what do I have to do to show you that I don't understand what I'm doing? How many times must I lose in an extremely embarrassing fashion to demonstrate my incompetence? I just don't know. Alright, I've dodged a fork somehow. Both knights have jumped. We've got a jumper here, folks. Alright, so you've jumped both knights, so what defends this point? The rook, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what defends this point? Hang on. We might have something here, guys. Okay, so what defends this point? We might have hit on something here. Uh, I've survived to fight another day. So, how's your day? um, okay. My opponent admits that losing a pawn is fine. I'll take it. I'm not above chomping pawns. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna dodge this knight, which threatens too much if I move. Oh, okay. Looks like I gave the pawn back. Whatever. I still had my moment. Wait a second. Can we make this more than a moment? Can we have some fun here? I mean, yeah, they're probably gonna mate me if I do this, but we can at least have fun before we get checkmated, right? Yeah, silver drop down here looks fatal. I don't know what to do about that. Um, Thankfully, they didn't do it, so lucky me. Uh, I don't know what to do here. I mean, I have to get this rook away from my king before something absolutely terrible happens. So I guess this is my only move, but it's not great. There's another proverb that says, carefully consider retreating moves. There's no proverb that says retreating moves are terrible. Just carefully consider them. You know why? Because retreating moves are terrible. That's why you should carefully consider them. Spoilers. Um, so there's a difference between my edge attack and their edge attack. It's kind of a big difference.
7分。
I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess I could evacuate my king early. Yeah. Um, my position is kind of awful. Yeah, look, I'm retreating now. Because otherwise I get hit with this and even heavier material loss. Yep, they're threatening silver drop on my bishop's head. There's really only one way I can meet that. Oh, they could pawn drop here too. They didn't. But they could have. Okay. You want my bishop? Okay. Oh, pawn drop here. Yeah, it would be Nifu. Because this is an interesting shape. Um, yeah. You're right. Uh, well spotted. Retreating moves suck. Let's go. Dragon takes silver 5/5. They move the dragon, then I push. They move the silver, and then I keep attacking somehow. Silver 5/5 is important because if I just push the pawn, they drop a pawn, and like, sure, I win a silver, but the attack's otherwise dead. Oh, but if I push or they retreat the dragon, my attack dies anyway. That's not good. So basically, I'm dead one way, I'm dead the other way. Good to know. Um, yeah. Not sure what to do about that. Silver 5/5 dragon, silver takes, also covers the square. Alright, so we're just gonna push and hope for the best. Mm-hmm. How do I make use of a pawn?
5分
It's kind of messy, isn't it? Um, it's not lost yet. I'm just mostly losing. So, if they take my pawn, then later I can drop a pawn on the knight's head. Oh, I get my silver back in hand? Yes, please. Unless I'm dead here, but even so, I'll take it. Sign me up. Yeah, I'll take a piece in hand. Sure. So this is the danger with not castling. Um, you might want to castle now. Probably still should. And you have the means and opportunity to do it. You just have to give away some material. But that's something you can afford. Unless you really, 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 really like material for some reason. But I can't imagine why. I might need to throw in a pawn drop here so I don't get mated. No, I don't have time for that. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have time. Where's this dragon going? Oh god, really? Well then. Um, I guess I take that. so I don't end up getting mated on the next move by the bishop. But a bishop's not a great attacking piece, at least for checkmating the king purposes. Alright, I'll take one of those. Um, hmm. Wait, I can still do this. Are they going to save the gold once more? They are. How do I be subtle about this? There's no way to be subtle about it, is there?
3分
Fine, I'll take the silver. I'll attack the gold. There's no way to be subtle about that. It's unfortunate. I could have used a king. Oh well. Oh shit. Wait a second. What's going on here? A lot is going on here.
2分30秒
Okay, we'll try to be subtle. Right. I knew that. Dang it.
2分 1分30秒
Can I fight back against this somehow? Hmm. This is not gonna work.
1分 30秒。
Maiden one. Yeah, thanks for the game. Alright. By my count, that's 3 games, and if it's not, I've miscounted. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.